Clifford here. This should be the last video in our Ultimate LT80 series. We've got pretty much everything covered on it. The only thing we have left to do before racing is to get the clutch tuned. The problem that we have now is, since we got it back from more racing, we need to do some fine tuning of the clutch. It has 4 rollers in it right now. He said try maybe 3, but it'll probably be too light. So we're going to do some experimenting with weights in the primary clutch, and we're going to see if we can get it to take off better, because it is not taking off good from a dead stop. Great everywhere else, just not good starting out. Once you get your skid plate off and your bolts out of your pegs on both sides so you can move them out of the way, then you can take the bolts off and get your side cover off. And then we need to get this bolt off next. I'm going to use an impact so that the motor doesn't turn over. And then we'll be tearing into the buzz that nut off with a 17mm on an impact. And then there's a washer there, and then this plate. Then we're just going to slip the belt off out of the way. And then we're just going to pull the clutch off. And there you go. The rollers are inside of here. So I'm going to take these 3 8mm bolts out and show you what I got in here. I took the bolts off the cover, and mine had spacers in here, and that is something that the engine builder did. I'm not even sure what that does or why he did it, but apparently that's something he wanted done, so I'll put them back when I'm done. So we're going to pull the plate off here, and this plate slides. Actually, the plate stays, and it's actually pushing the outer part is how it works, and it pushes against the belt. So we'll have a look at what's in here. We've got 4 rollers in here. Originally it comes with 6. I was told we should try 3, but 3 probably won't be enough weight. So we're probably going to need to be somewhere between 3 and 4. So we're going to go ahead and put it back together with 3 and give it a shot. And then if it's not satisfactory, what we're going to do is probably drill these out. How these work is when you start giving the quad some RPM, some throttle, they roll to the outside and then make the clutch engage. The amount of weight determines when the clutch is going to engage. Sort of like how a stall converter works, kind of. It's going to change the RPM in which they engage. The more weight you have, the more is going to be thrown out easier, and it will engage at a lower RPM. The less weight you have, it will engage at a higher RPM. So we're going to go ahead and try this now. Okay, I've got it back together. I'm leaving it just like this because I'm not confident that it's going to work. I don't even have the pegs tightened in. They'll be alright. I'm just going to go for a real quick little drive, maybe just outside the garage, just to see how it engages. Not safe and not recommended because the clutch is open right here. The starter isn't even really bolted on, it's just kind of wedged in there. But we're going to give it a try. Okay, I got my handy dandy digital scale here. I bought this originally when we were doing Pinewood Derby cars, and I've got 1 roller here. This is one of the old LT80 rollers that we had. The red ones are really old ones from the 80s. So they're roughly 10 grams. I'm going to take 4 of these rollers, and I don't know if you can see on there. Got a center punch. I'm going to put this in the drill press and drill out. Start with a small pilot hole, and then I'm going to drill a little bit bigger. And I'm going to try to end up getting the total weight of 4 of these down to from 40 grams to roughly 35 grams, and we'll give that a try. I'm through one side. It looks like it's pretty straight in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and attempt to drill all the way through, and we'll see how straight I have it in there. There we go, all the way through. What I did is I got the hole size up to about that big. I'm not sure what size. I didn't look at the bit. So I think we got it about where we want it. Where 4 rollers is 40, 3 rollers is 30, so we got it right at 35, so that's what we were shooting for. I made 3/16 holes, and then I chamfered them a little bit so they didn't hang up on the plastic. And then the last one, I knew I was a little close. This hole is a little bit smaller, but I was just shooting for the 35. So that's where we're at. We just got to put these back together and take our 3 rollers out and then put these in the clutch. All right, we got the clutches just how we think we want them, and we're going to do a whole shot practice, and we'll see how it does and if we're happy with it there. Go ahead and start it up, Jeremiah. Well, I think that's what we want. That should work perfect. I think it was about at the right RPMs, and it spun the tires fairly good. I think we're going to call that success right there.